350 motorcycle riders roared into Longview this morning for the 34th annual Run for the Wall. East Texas News Weekend's chief photographer Arthur Claiborne was in Longview today as the riders arrived and departed on their journey to Washington, D.C.
This is Sergeant First Class Charles Warren, and I'm riding for him. He lost his life in Iraq in August 3rd, 2005. I first met him when my 14-year-old son was having surgery in the Atlanta Children's Hospital. Sergeant Warren was my son's nurse.
Welcome to Longview.
Sergeant Warren and I found out we was in the same brigade. His wife was pregnant with their first girl. He never got to come home to see his baby girl.
We have an outreach tomorrow morning, leaving Monroe to go visit an MIA family in Bastrop, Louisiana.
I lost my dad when I was 2 years old. He's missing in action in Vietnam. I grew up wanting to know where Dad was, and the only people that I really knew who cared that we had MIAs were other families of MIAs. Yes, I get emotional when I say with joy that in December we got the news that they identified my father's remains, and he's finally home from Vietnam, and we're going to get to lay him to rest after 50 years at Arlington.
We've been getting an escort almost all the way through Texas by the state troopers, so let's give a round for the state troopers.
Back in 1986, I went to a welcome home parade in Los Angeles. I was the only biker. I was still an active duty Marine Corps drill instructor. And I decided I wanted to go to the wall in Washington, D.C., asked a few friends, and by 1989 I retired and took off for the wall with about 35 all the way wallers.
Lieutenant Commander from the Navy, shot down Vietnam, and he's still missing in action to this day.
I love you.
I love you too.
Mwah. And anyone who thinks that patriotism is dead needs to take a ride through the heartland with Run for the Wall, because patriotism shows everywhere on the bridges, signs, fire trucks holding big flags, people supporting us all the way across the country.
A group of riders today came from Ontario, Canada. They're one of the three groups riding to the Vietnam Memorial in Washington, D.C. The three groups will come together this Friday in D.C., and then they will go to the wall on Saturday.